Greetings fellow tankers and welcome to yet another video. And in this one, as I promised some of my subscribers, I am going to be showing you, in my opinion, which are the most fun tanks in the game, starting all the way from tier 1 up to, well, let's say I'm not very fond of the tier 9s and 10s, but I'll show you which tanks are in those. But for this video, in order to try to keep things short, I will divide it into, let's say, tiers 1 to 4 for this video, and then maybe 5 to 7, and then 8 to 10. Sounds good? Okay, so let me show you which tanks I believe are great fun to play from the very, very beginning. Well, in tier 1 there's not much to say, even though the Leichttraktor is quite funny. The MS1 is a great sniper. The T1 Cunningham is very fast. I mean, running at a speed of 41 kilometers an hour, which is amazing for tier 1. And my personal favorite, yes, it's the Renault Otsu with the incredible 20 degrees of gun depression. I guess, well, if you like, now surprisingly the British have 2 tanks in tier 1. It used to be just the Vickers Medium 1, which was a killer at tier 1. It used to shoot you 70 HP back in the day before they buffed the HP on the lower tiers. It used to one-shot you. You were dead. That's it. And when HE was good. Now HE is total garbage, but well, anyway, whatever. Now, one thing that I find funny about the Cruiser Mark 1 is that the second gun, yeah, that's a mod that I made. You have 4 shells in the magazine, and it hits quite hard. 11.5 seconds of reload, but damn, 15 degrees of gun depression. That's pretty impressive. And that's it for tier 2. Now, that's for tier 1. Now let's move on to tier 2. Okay, so tier 2. Fun tanks, the greatest fun tanks. n.k.m, great fun, great fun. Panzer 2. The ultimate seal clubber, in my opinion. This is the Panzer 38H. Not everyone has this, but okay. Amazing tank destroyer, Panzerjager 1. Ooh, let's see, and then we have the Tetrarch. Unbelievable speed, great fun. M2 light tank. Oh, excuse me. The fastest tier 2 in the game, the tier 3 HMC, I believe it goes at 70 kilometers an hour. Yep, 76 with, oh, that's turbo, excuse me. 72 without turbo. Wow. But, piece of advice, never try to reverse in this thing, because the reverse is abysmal. At 7 plus 2 with the turbo. Holy crap, that sucks. For those who do not have the German light tank, which is basically, it's a heavy at a light, whatever, there's the equivalent, which is exactly the same, the Hotchkiss H35, exactly the same vehicle. No difference, total troll. And then we have, let's see, if you like artillery, this is the most fun tier 2 artillery. It's where the fun starts. Then the M2, of course. The cruisers are always dangerous at all tiers, due to the fact that they're like auto reloaders. Minus 15 degrees of gun depression. Holy crap! I have to play this thing. Universal Carrier 2 PDR. Amazing fun for a tank destroyer at low tier. And then we have the Czechoslovakian LTVZ35, great fun also. This one is the cutest tank in the game, and it's great fun to play. And then it's the L60. And last but not least, the both Italian tanks are quite good at low tier. Okay? And if you like tank destroyers, you can also go for this, but I don't want to make it this video longer than possible. I said until tier 4, right? Okay, I'm going to keep this until tier 4. I'm trying to make this too long. Okay, so at tier 3. Now, if you are lucky to have this, this is the best seal clubber at tier 3. However, the ammunition is horrible. You'll only be shooting gold and you're going to be spending a fortune. Wargaming made this tank. Back in the day, you used to get it quite cheap, but then they decided to, every now and then when they released it, they upped the price. And at some point, I believe it was like 100 euros. That was ridiculous. Of course, I didn't get it for 100 euros. I got it much less. It reloads every 2.8 seconds. This is without a crew. I've put improved ventilation. Okay. It reloads every 10 shots in the magazine. Now, what is absolutely ridiculous about this tank is the fact that it has the armor of a tier 5 heavy. 80 and 50 from the sides and 50 from the back. This thing is ridiculous. If you ever see this on in your matchmaking, if you see Panzer 2J, I mean, holy shit. Okay, so back in the day, the P.Z.I.C used to be fun, but now not so much. You have to work harder to make it work. Back in the day, we used to call this thing the minigun. Who remembers the good old days when this thing used to run around the battlefield, the equivalent of an EBR 105? It used to be very fast. They nerfed the living shit out of this tank, unfortunately. And I have to remove the camo and everything because it's not so good anymore, unfortunately. Tracks of my tears. Wow, I don't even remember putting this. Wow. Imagine. I haven't played this in years. Okay, so the Toldi is great fun. Guys, remember, this is my opinion. You don't have to follow this, okay? This is a troll, kind of a troll tank. You know, people make fun of it, the Grobtraktor, but it's fun because, you know, it used to hit, well, it used to hit hard. Panzer S35, very good frontal armor. Marder 2, amazing. This tank destroyer is overpowered for. Let me lower the volume here because this is too loud. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. I believe that this thing is overpowered for tier 3. Of course, my crew sucks on it, but back in the day, I used to have a good crew, but then I changed it. Anyway, the greatest fun I've ever played in tier 3 artillery is this one, SPG. Now, I'm talking about Tech Tree tanks, because there's also the, not exactly equivalent, but there's the premium tier 3 British tank destroyer, the Sexton one, which is like ridiculous. This thing, if it hits you, you're dead. 350 damage at tier 3, and with a splash radius of how much? Yeah, okay. 6.2 damage radius, 3.9 to 6.6 stun duration at tier 3. Holy crap. 438 damage maximum. And you could also high roll. Damn. BT7 artillery, unbelievable speed. It's like an artillery, basically. That's why they call it artillery. Let's see. Russia. The T-127, the heavily armored light tank. This one used to be good back in the day when HE was still good, and he used to like one-shot you, but no more. Oh, what else? What else? What else? This one's fun to play, as well as this one. This is both of them are auto reloaders, and they are amazing. Let's see. AMX-38, very good clear seal clubber. The cutest tank destroyer in the game, in my opinion. With a penetration of 180 with a premium mount. Holy crap. The super overpowered tank destroyer, disgusting tank destroyer with unbelievable view range, very fast to reload, hits quite hard for tier 3, 1.8k damage per minute, guys. That's without the crew. That is without the crew. With the crew, forget it. Let's see. I believe I have it. Let's take a look. Let's see what crew I have here. Yeah. 3.5 gun reload, 1.86 damage per minute. Not much of a difference, but okay. Holy shit. Holy shit. This thing hits hard. The cruisers are still good. There's the OP, overpowered tier 3 tank, SPG premium. The reason why it's overpowered because it has a reload of 10 seconds. It's the next best. Well, not well, from the low tiers, it is the third fastest. I believe it's the third or the fourth fastest reloading SPG. And then there are the other ones which are the tier 2, not much of a difference. Okay. M3GFT, great fun to play. Very mobile, if I remember correctly. Let's see, 55, yeah, top speed. I remember this tank. I played all these, of course. Let's see. Then we have the IKV or LKV. I don't know. Is it IKV or is it LKV? Someone tell me in the comments below. I think it's LKV. LKV 72, very good. And the tier 4 is also better. And of course, the Italian medium tank, the M1542. Fantastic tank for its tier. Very mobile, very versatile. Good armor, not bad. You can angle it. You can bounce some shots at that tier. Great. And last but not least, let's look at tier 4. Then I'm going 5 to 7, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, great. Tier 4, Luchs. It's been nerfed, if I remember correctly. Still good. Still quite good. I prefer this rather than the Leopard. The Leopard tier 5, not the Leopard. Okay. Panzer 3J. Very good tank. Fast reload. Troll of a tank. DW2. Amazing for brawling. Very good. One of my favorite premiums in the game with preferential matchmaking. This is the equivalent of the French heavy tank. It's exactly the same basically, but this is the premium version. The absolute killer of tier 4, the total troll with I believe it has very good camo. I think this one has very good camo. Yeah, I remember correctly. The Marder 38T. Then we have the... Well, you can play this as a regular tank destroyer, and you can also play it as a derp. I usually play it as a derp, and it's absolutely ridiculous. The things that it can do, with even with the high explosive. You can one-shot... tier 5 tanks with that damage. You can. especially if you hit them for a critical and do like 400 and something. If you're not going to watch on them, you're going to leave them with just like, you know, a small fart, as my friend Skill says. Let's see. This SPG is amazing fun with a great arc. You don't even have to worry about dispersion when you're using it. Valentine 2, the most heavily armored light tank at tier 4 in my opinion. Very good. Then we have the let's see, one of the best brawlers, brawler, and this thing is a hybrid. I played as a hybrid. I played as a medium and as a tank destroyer, sometimes even as a scout. So I love this tank. I love this. This is one of my favorite tier 4 tank destroyers in the game. And then we have the classic whack, whack, the duck, the AMX-40. This tank is ridiculous. You know, it's a light tank, but due to the sloped armor, you bounce off a lot of shots. A lot of shots. Look at the armor, guys. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This thing can side scrape and it can brawl with tier 5 heavy tanks. As long as they do not overmatch you and they, you know, they don't shoot too much premium, you should be okay. Oh, here is the B1, the one that I showed earlier, but it was a German premium. Exactly the same tank, also fun to play. Let's see, cruiser, of course. This new tank which was added a few months ago, Harry Hopkins, amazing, amazing tank. Great speed, good camo, good gun depression, fast reload, okay damage. It's just a troll. It's almost as much of a troll as the Matilda. And I would say, well, the only advantage that the Matilda has is that it has, of course, it has armor, while the Harry Hopkins doesn't have any armor, does it? Yeah, 38 armor. That's nothing compared to 75. It's like double. Anyway, Alecto, great fun, great tank destroyer. I call this the bitch gun. Playing this SPG could be a bitch. Why? Because it has a 9.2 second reload, at least mine does. Well, no parameters, nothing extra, just a 100% crew. Reloads very fast, quite accurate, and catch this, it has a 360-degree turret. So you could be running in one direction and shooting in the other in dire situations. Of course, your accuracy is going to be shit, but I'm just saying. Su-76GFT, very good tank destroyer from the Chinese nation at tier 4. And then what do we have? We have the tier 4 equivalent of the LKV. Sorry, I said LKV because I got confused. The SAV M43. I've actually watched a video where this guy dominated with this thing, and he did like, I can't remember, 3 or 4k damage. That's ridiculous. At tier 4. Wow. Very impressive. And of course, last but not least, the P26-40. Okay, so these are the tanks which I recommend. I will also write a list in the description below in case you guys forget it. And let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree. Have I forgotten something? Is there a tank that you would like to see me play and explain why it's good or why it's even bad? I'll also make videos about the worst tanks in the game, but after I finish tiers 1 to 10, okay? Now, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and help the channel grow, and I will see you guys on the next one.